Before we discuss how to build a song, we first have to come up with the kind of language to use. It's kind of like making sure you have all the 2x4s and all the nails and all the hammers and all the equipment you need before you start building a house. To explore these different building blocks, or these different tools and different things that we need to know before we start building a song, we're going to use the piano to explore this. Now you might wonder, why the piano? I mean, you could easily use a guitar or a flute or ukulele or whatever you want to write a song, but I prefer the piano for a few different reasons when it comes to composing music. The first reason the piano is great for composing is because it has an incredibly large range. You can go from the very lowest note that can't even be sung to the very highest note that can't even be sung because it's so high. It has a huge range. Another reason that the piano is very helpful is because you can play more than one melody at a time. You can combine different notes together and kind of hear how they would all sound. You can't really do that with a lot of instruments, like, for example, the flute or the clarinet. There are a lot of instruments out there where you can only play one note at a time. Now, even when we sing, our own body is an instrument that can only sing one note at a time. Whereas on a piano, I mean, conceivably, you could push down like 10 notes at a time. And that can help you sort of think through in more detail sort of how you would want to craft your song. This will become especially important when we get to the harmony section of this course. Another reason the piano is great is because it's just easy to use. If you want to make a sound, if you want to hit a note, you just take your finger and plop it down, as opposed to other instruments like the guitar, where you have to learn how to grip it right and push hard enough to make a sound come out, or the flute, where you would have to learn how to blow in just the right way into the hole. So with that in mind, let's dive into some of the basic terms we use when we're talking about the different keys in the piano and the different notes that you will be playing throughout this course. The keyboard, which is what we call this part of the piano, is split up into white and black keys. All the white keys are named after different letters of the alphabet. Now, it doesn't go all the way from A to Z, but it does go from A to G, and then it starts over again. So, for example, this is an A right here. This is B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we start over again. A, B, C, and onward up to the end of the piano. Now, it would be very difficult to remember where all those letters are on the piano if we didn't have this pattern of black keys. Notice that on this particular keyboard, and on every keyboard, you have a group of 3 black keys, 2 black keys, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 2, and onward. It's important to recognize that pattern on a keyboard. Before you continue with this video, why don't you hit the pause button and try to find all the groups of 2 black keys on the piano. They should sound like this. After you've found all of those, pause the video and try to find all the groups of 3 black keys. They sound like this. Just to double check if you got it right, I'm going to play all the groups of 2 black keys here. That's where the groups of 2 are, and here are the groups of 3. Now, recognizing this pattern helps us to figure out where all the letter notes are, all the white letter notes are on the piano. So, for example, in between a group of 2 black keys, you'll find the D note. If I want to find another D on the piano, I just need to find another group of 2 black keys, and it's in the same spot. Here's another D, because it's in between 2 black keys. If I have, for example, this note, this is a B. It's right to the right of 3 black keys. Well, if I find another group of 3 black keys just to the right, is also a B. Another group of 3 black keys, there's another B, and so forth. Right now I'm going to run through where all the different letter notes are on the piano and how you can find them. So if I find a group of 3 black keys, in between these 2 on that side is A. That's an A. That's an A. There's another one. Those are all the A's. Now I'm going to go one note up. Again, this was B, right next to a group of 3 blank keys. There's B, there's B, there's B, and there. I'll go up again. Here's C, just to the left of 2 blank keys. C, C. One more up, this is D again. D, D, D. Here's E, E, E. Here's F. One down here if you want. And then one more up, here's G. And then one down here if you want. After that, we come back to A again. Now would be a good time to stop this video and try to find all the letter notes yourself. Start with A and try to find all the A's on the piano. A little hint with that is that if you have a full-size piano, then the lowest note on that piano is going to be an A. After you find all the A's, try to find all the B's, and then try to find all the C's and D's, E's, F's, and then G's. Familiarizing yourself with where the different letters are on the white keys is going to help you a lot when you're trying to compose your song.